Hello, everybody, and welcome to another broadcast from Let's Go Elks. This is Ethan Holiday in tonight.
This is Scott Madrid.
Yep, we're doing the heavy lifting and all the talking tonight. This is Round Valley taking on the Window Rock Fighting Scouts.
We would like to acknowledge and thank the Window Rock fans that may be joining in on us this evening. We will do our best to get the names of the players that are involved in the plays, and appreciate if you would give us a like and a subscribe to support the channel.
Yeah, I only see about 12 names I don't know how to pronounce, so I'll do my best. If I offend you, it was not intentional, I promise.
Understand.
All right, well, thanks and welcome to the Jody Emerald from Emerald Sanders Realty pregame show. I feel like it's been a while since we've actually had to have one right and proper. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see. So last week we introduced the new running attack with Mr. Clark, number 2 in the backfield. And he was running hard. He was running mad. He was running over people and getting big chunks of yardage all game in Monument Valley, which for me personally is a game we shall not speak about too much, but...
Well, me for one, I had a chance to watch that, and you did a fantastic job. This is a heavy lift to be up here, putting all this on at the same time and talking about it. You did great, but talking about Kyle Clark, he was fantastic last week.
He was, and the line was opening good holes, and he was hitting him hard. He had the vision. I'm excited to see what he brings to the Elks tonight.
He's a little bit different style running back than Harlan or Baker, in the fact that he likes to cut back into the open field and finds those seams pretty often and cranks off a nice run. He is a sophomore and started to contribute to the varsity team. Talking to Coach Baca earlier in the week, they've tried to get him incorporated into the offense early in the season. However, he's had some injuries. He sat out a few games, and so that was an opportunity last week to get an eye on Clark, and we look forward to more of that this evening.
Indeed, I've enjoyed it so far. You said he's just a sophomore.
He's a sophomore.
Well, that's exciting. I feel like I brought that up one game and someone corrected me and told me he was a senior, and so I just was quiet the rest of the night.
Now his brother is a senior, Keanu.
I knew that.
And
so he must have assumed I was talking about the other Clark.
Could have been. Kyle is a sophomore. I believe he's the only sophomore that's getting brought up. Others may come up as support, but as far as a permanent player on varsity, Kyle is it, because he is a great athlete.
Indeed.
He's fun to watch.
Well, pretty exciting so far. Again, let us know how the audio is sounding. If we're too loud, we're too quiet. If we're just plain wrong, whatever you guys think.
Well,
we like hearing from you. I'm going to try and be a little better at interacting with you this evening, but alas, we will do what we can. Yeah, I am interested to see this Window Rock team. They are not plentiful in numbers. I would say probably 30 kids on the sideline. You know, I guess we take a quick head count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23. Which is a thing.
Looks like we have Round Valley getting ready to run out of the tunnel. According to Wes over here, the cheerleaders down on the field. All I know is watching Window Rock warming up, their quarterback was a big young man. We'll take a look at him shortly as the Elks take to the field, led by their seniors, Walker, Arlen, and Garcia.
Indeed. Yeah, I was about to say, I felt bad for the Window Rock team because they showed up and they warmed up for like 2 solid hours while I was setting up.
There is a 1-hour time difference, so I wonder if there was some miscommunication on the start time.
I know it sure bit me in the butt. I didn't realize that the Navajo Nation participated in daylight savings. I just assumed it's all Arizona, but that's what happens when you assume, so I'm told.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the Navajo Choir singing the national anthem. If you would please stand and remove cover.
All right, as we get ready for the national anthem.
Members of the Magical Choir singing there for Miss Mona Haas.
Alrighty, everyone's getting rowdy and excited. Wonderful rendition of the national anthem from the Madrigal Choir. Oh, I'm excited. It's homecoming. It should be a fun game.
It's been an odd week as far as the weather, and I know that's had some impact on some of the homecoming activities. Still, they've had the parade. I believe the dance is tomorrow evening. Just hope the distractions are not an issue for the Elks this evening. Round Valley captains out there for the evening. Look like Pablo Garcia, Donald Clark, Riker Marble, and I may have missed Jordan Elmer, number 24, and maybe wrong on the last one. Window Rock has elected to receive for the opening kickoff. Round Valley will be kicking off. Kevin Flores coming up shortly.
Oh, I'm so excited.
We enter a short stretch here. We've got 4 more games for the regular season for the Round Valley Elks to finish out and put themselves in a position for a playoff opportunity. It's a good evening to get things rolling for them.
All right, I don't know where he found this mix, but I am enjoying the Beastie Boys remix and whatever else this is, so I'm going to have to hit up Wes later. I don't know where he finds this stuff sometimes.
Just listening to the music instead of talking about the football game.
I was for a second. I was doing many things, and I forget to talk at times.
Flores kicks off right down the middle of the field. That's going to go into the end zone for a touchback for Window Rock to take over on the 20-yard line.
All righty. This is exciting. All right, let's see what the Elks defense gets done here tonight. I'll be honest, this is one of the first games I've seen a lot of emotion and jumping around and some excitement from the team before they hit the field. This is kind of new for me, I feel like.
I know
we've been starting a little slow.
The coaches have been working, continuing to work on the kids and their focus and their preparedness, and so it's good to see them out there excited. Number 15, quarterback's going to throw it first.
Ooh.
Throw of the game, Dallin Walker back there on defense. And I'm going to apologize to the Window Rock fans right off the bat. We do not have a number 15 on the roster. I can make some assumptions. And
is that number 7? I think it's a 7. Is that Tristan Thomas was the receiver?
Tristan Thomas, quarterback's wearing number 16 or 15.
We don't have a
15 on the roster, so it might be Taylor Begay. I am not sure. Whoever it is, that's a big young man. He's a big quarterback.
He is. That's a quarterback that's the size of a tight end.
Turn, and he's going to hand off to number 20, Jimmy Sosi.
He was trying to break that initial tackle. He still got about 3 yards on that. All righty. Oh, got a tip. Was that number 10? I cannot see these numbers.
It looked like Trayson Merrill came in under the
And
bottom
tipped
side.
it. I mean, it looks
and
like
helped tip
Trayson,
that
but
up.
I can't see his number.
Dallon's not much better out there.
No.
Those numbers kind of just blend in. It's
They
hard to
do.
see.
Interesting choice for homecoming, I feel like, but maybe they think they're lucky.
We're going to bring up a 4th down in about 7. Looks like
All right.
Window Rock is set to
Oscar
punt.
Seth coming off the field.
4th and 7, the Scouts punt.
In a punt, and it's going to come up and bounce around the 45-yard line. The Elks are just going to let it stay. It's going to come right around the 50 as the Elks take over on their offensive.
Okay, number 18. I appreciate that. As soon as it stopped moving, he just gave it a nice little tap. Downed. I appreciated that. Little showmanship involved there. My goodness, as we get ready and we get set up for the Elks' first possession of offense. Couldn't ask for better field position right on the 50.
Right on the 50, and I expect Round Valley to be pretty aggressive right off the bat. They come out in their split formation. Riker with one running back to the back. He's going to hand it to Clark. Clark's going to get hit at the 50, but fight forward to about.
That is one thing I noticed when Clark runs, is that first initial contact. He's going to keep moving. He's going to get at least one more yard, even if he gets hit.
He's shifty.
All right, we just got confirmation that number 15 is, in fact, Mr. Begay. So I'm assuming that's Taylor. All right, Elks ready. 2nd and 8 from the 48.
2nd and 8.
Riker drop back, quick pass across the middle. Oh, in and out of the hands of number 18. That was Trace Whiting. Looked like he was trying to get his hands on that. It was wide open. I'm going to sit here and watch the White Mountain Regional Medical Center instant replay. Oh, my goodness. Wish we had that one back. Elks setting up 3rd and 8 on the Window Rocks 48-yard line.
Walker in motion coming across the formation. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. He's going to get up just short of the 40-yard line. I don't think he's going to.
That's a pretty generous spot.
Very generous spot right there.
I think he reached out right at the end of that play, and the ref appreciating it, apparently. And it was just enough for the first down. So on their first 3rd down, Round Valley's going to go ahead and convert and get a fresh set of downs here. Right at the 40. From the 50 to the 40. That's 10 yards in my book.
1st and 10 for the Elks. Marble for the shotgun.
Quick hand up off the right side.
Clark straight up the middle.
Ooh,
He's
big
slashing,
hole.
gashing down to the 23-yard line.
He was met in the back by 2 safeties. From the 40 to the 23. That's 17 yards. I don't know if that made the math any easier for you.
Yeah, it did, actually. That's exactly what I'm working on, is trying to figure out the stat sheets tonight.
Yeah, helping us out with our shortstop stat sheet. That sounds like a tongue twister.
1st and 10 for the Elks.
Marble brings Walker back in formation. He's going to fake the handoff, keep the ball.
Oh, he's going to tuck
Right
it.
up
He's
the
going to run it
middle.
up
He
the
looks
left
like
side.
he's
He's got a
in.
huge hole. Nice.
Riker Marble on a 23-yard touchdown run for Round Valley.
That's the first Trail Riders touchdown of the game. Riker, we got to watch this one again. Fakes that jet sweep across, tucks it, has the lead blocker out in front, and he gets all the way up on the safety, almost not even needed with the angle of pursuit. My goodness.
Riker Marble on with the touchdown. The Elks are going to attempt the extra point. Kevin Flores gets the extra point. Round Valley goes up 7-0, 9 minutes and 15 seconds.
Oh my goodness. And there's the fight song. Elks already excited. Feels good. Score on the first drive.
It feels good, and you know what else feels good? Being in the dome when it's raining outside.
Indeed. I definitely don't mind that at all.
What can I help you with?
I misplaced my papers. No, not my roster.
Gotcha.
It was my ad sheet, so I can get people their
Recognition.
money's worth tonight. That's all right. White Mountain Off-Roads. Hey, book your adventures for 2023 right now. They do ATVs. They do UTVs. They do kayaks, canoes, I believe. They got trailer rental. They do helmets. They do it all. If you're looking to have some fun in the White Mountains, give them a call.
Flores off to kick off again. He's going to drive it right down the middle. It's going to bounce around the 10.
All right.
Window Rock will pick it up around the 5 and run it out. Number 21. He's got to the edge. And Kevin might have saved this one right there.
Indeed.
Number 21. Ooh, that's a tough one, and I apologize for pronouncing that name. Ayanma? Kiyamosi? Yusi? I'm wrong. That's a tough one to say. Nice return. Scout's going to take over right about the 37-yard line. Come up in a split formation.
Scouts with the shotgun, one behind. And it's off to number 20.
Number 20, that looked like Ziegler to me getting in on that tackle.
Indeed.
2-yard gain. Coming up for number 20, Jimmy Sosi, a junior tailback free safety for Monument Valley. Number 7, running off, Oscar Seth coming off for Round Valley. Round Valley's kind of changed a few things up in the last 2 weeks, and we're going to see it again tonight. They're going to run a 3-man front with them linebackers in there.
Another 3 yards on the carry.
It's really a 5-2, but they play those linebackers off the ends a little bit. Just a little bit different look that they're incorporating. We have some different players in different positions. I see Riley Harlan out here as a corner, number 4. Other corner over there is Dallin Walker. Looks like Riker Marble is free safety, and then Brett Jordan is a strong safety this evening. Quarterback is going to throw the ball, and he's going to get a first down, and there's a fumble picked up by Trayson Merrill. Right around the 48-yard line. He's going to return it back to the 30.
All right, I see flag on the play.
That is not good.
Yeah, I'm going to see here once we catch up on the replay. I'm going to watch this again and just see if I can figure out what that's for. Yep. We had is that Keanu out there laying the wood. Unfortunately, didn't quite get the shoulders turned, so they're going to get that blindside block penalty, going to bring it back, but still.
We have the ball. We're getting ready to move.
All right, so another shot at the end zone, 5 more yards. 1st and 10 from the 45, from their own 45.
Marble in the shotgun position. Kyle Clark with him in the back.
We're going to throw down here to Elmer. He's going to go up over the top. He's
Oh!
going to pick up that ball, keep his balance, and
Oh, my goodness.
he gets down to about the 3-yard line.
All right, from the 45 to the 3. My goodness. So, what is that, 52 yards? 52 yards. That's 55 yards in total. 52-yard catch and run. Where'd he catch that at?
He caught that right about the 30.
Right about the 30. So 35-yard pass, 52-yard total gain on that. So
Round
22 yards after the catch.
Round Valley being aggressive early. Riker's back to take the snap. He's going to hand the ball right up the middle to Clark, and he's going to dive in for a 3-yard touchdown run.
All right, that's good for another Trail Riders touchdown. My goodness, the Elks are rolling already. I like to see it. Man, nice cut back to the left there. And it's good. So it's going to be 14-0. 7 minutes, 2 seconds left in this Tread Masters first quarter. And I got to be honest with you, I went down to Tread Masters, got 4 new tires this week myself on my work truck. And man, is it smooth.
Troy and the crew taking care of you, I see.
Indeed. Quick and easy. Didn't have the tires I wanted, ordered them in. They were there next day.
I tell you what, that parking lot as you drive by, I go by and get the mail, has been full. They've been busy and taking care of customers, getting them ready for winter.
Indeed.
Round Valley back on the field, getting ready to kick off again. Looks like we're still going to have the full crew starting varsity. I would suspect that sometime during the evening we're going to start to see some changes, swaps, and some of the younger players getting playing time, but we are not there yet. Winter Rock has a say in this, and they're ready to play some football.
Indeed.
Flores with the kick. It's going to bounce about the 12. Going to picked up on the 5 again. 21 with the kick.
Number 21 again on that reception is going to get up to about the 18-yard line.
Yep, made the first man miss, unfortunately. Couldn't get his momentum started again, and he had some help behind him.
Who was that in on the tackle? Did you pick up on that?
Oh, I will. I think that was Mondo with the initial hit, but I think he had help cleaning it up. Numbers. Oh, man, there's like 3 of them. Well, that's too bad. I can't tell. Is that... Looks like Trayson was in it, and number... Yeah, I can't see from the replay, so...
Winter Rock snaps the ball. They're going to hand off to number 21 coming across formation. He's going to pick up maybe 1 yard line, 2 yards.
I think about 2, yeah.
2 yards. Going to bring it up to the 20.
You know, their quarterback has a strong arm, and they run a lot of, like, quick slants. We'll see if they start trying to do that a little bit more just to keep it in third and manageable territory.
That quarterback looks to be a pretty big kid. See over the top of the line, he's going to fake. He's going to actually give to number 20. They're going to go to the left side. They might have got just over the 20, and then they're pushed back.
Indeed. So that was essentially got back to the line of scrimmage.
Brody and Oscar in there on the tackle.
Alrighty.
Looks like down lineman Pablo Garcia, Oscar Seth, and Count Clark. Straight up the middle, number
Oh, my
15.
goodness.
I think he's going to be a little bit short.
Oh,
Number 10, Taylor Begay on the quarterback keeper. He is a senior listed on the roster for Window Rock.
yeah, that was number 10 in on the tackle from what I saw. He might have had a little help there. That was, what, number 21 with the carry, or was that a keeper?
How's the keeper? They're going to go for it on a 4th and 1. And they're pushing. Looks like they got
a
the
good,
lead.
nice push, didn't they? Yep. They're already signaling. I love the aggressiveness. Got to get back in it. Got to get that big Mo on your side. We need 1 yard. Let's just pile it in.
Not willing to give it back to the Elks so early in the game.
You know, I was watching a podcast this week, or a few weeks back from the NFL, and they said that the quarterback sneak for 1 yard or less is like 98%.
98% assured.
Yeah.
Winter Rock's going to bring number 21 in motion. Quarterback back to throw.
got
Pressure's
time.
coming. He's going to sidearm that.
Oh, my goodness.
And
Nice catch. That was
We're
number
going to get him to turn around here.
18.
Number 18 is Chandler Damon. He's a senior.
Well,
for
that's
the
16
Scouts.
on our sheet. We don't have an 18.
Catching me with my glasses pulled down, you are correct.
Well, I mean, this nice black on black on black program we have.
Window Rock
Easy
back up to
mistake
the
to
line
make.
pretty quick.
Yep.
Their wide formation again. They kind of have that little stacked back that's going to go in motion. Going to hand the ball off, follow that blocker, and he's going to pick up maybe a yard.
About 2 yards. They're going to be in 3rd and 1.
Good position.
Man, Window Rock not happy with the way the first 2 drives went, starting to put something together here. I like seeing the fight.
Lots of those offenses will use that little running back right behind the line and kind of indicate where they're going to run the ball. That's interesting to watch them do that. That's something that Round Valley uses on various plays as well. Window Rock back in formation. They're going to take the snap and hand off, and they're going to be met
Right at the line.
Pablo Garcia.
They're actually going to lose yards. Now they're at 4th and about 2.
Do you press it again?
I mean, I feel like if you're going to stay in this game, you almost have to. Well, you don't have to. You got plenty of time, but being down 14 versus 21 is a big difference.
Take the snap, and he's gonna fake. And
Oh my goodness. He thought he had a lane, and 77 came down
and put him down. That was a good hit by Keanu.
Indeed it was. I got to see that one again.
He peeled off the block. The quarterback thought he had an opening, which he did, and came through and kind of
nice, like, delayed draw.
Yep.
Oh.
Round Valley will take over on the 38-yard line. 38 and a half if you want to get technical. Riker back out, calling the plays for the Elks.
Yeah, so they had the inside man running out, and they had Keanu started out and then crossed back inside and wrapped around and just met him on that delayed draw.
Ziegler's going to come across formation. They're going to take the snap. They're going to throw it to him wide open.
Oh, and he in and out of the hands. Brody Ziegler, I'm sure he wishes he had that one back.
He wants that back. Window Rock did not move a man in formation with him. Marble picked that up pretty quick and hit him on the just the seam route and just unable to bring it in. I think Round Valley will continue to be aggressive here and look for opportunities to score. Not really trying to mess around, but they will keep Clark definitely involved as we move through here. Coach Baca calling in the play. Players getting the number. Similar play, other side. They're going to throw out to Jordan.
Ooh, there's a flag. Was that a late hit? Was that a bad hit?
It's tough. I mean, you're right in the middle of the play. It hasn't been killed yet, but yeah, I think they're going to get that young man.
Yep, got him for the personal foul. Well, yeah, I mean, they caught him over pursuing, and he was already down when he kind of came in and rolled over the top of him. So kind of late hit territory is what it looked like to me from the replay.
Marble back to throw. It's going to throw it here to Walker.
Oh,
Walker's going to bobble that ball.
Bounced off his chest, couldn't bring it in.
Looks like he got his hands on it, and then that cornerback reached back and kind of grabbed him. Do you have that on the replay?
Yeah, well, so it hit him square in the chest, and when it popped out, he went to reach for it, and that's when he brought him down. He didn't get a second chance at it, but that first chance at that, replay button right next to touchdown button. My bad.
Elks back on the ball. Parker's going to drop back. Looks like he's looking to throw back to the middle of the field. Got Walker.
Oh,
did not look like he got his feet in.
Nope, both feet lands out of the end zone.
Nice throw, nice catch. Just a little bit long on that reception.
That's right. We got two hands on the ball that time. Now we just got to worry about the feet, and we're good. We're getting there.
You only need one. Clock winding down, about 2:16 left in the first quarter. Round Valley coming up with a 3rd down and 10 on their 19-yard line of Window Rock. Riley Harlan in the backfield with Marble. Marble takes snap. He's going to fake this snap. Marble's going to keep the ball and run right up the middle, get down to about the 5-yard line.
Yeah. Down to the 5-yard line. Is that a 14-yard run for Riker Marble? My goodness. I want to see that one again. Looks like we got time here. Oh, lucky number 7 was there to stop him, making that tough open field tackle. Good job, Tristan Thomas from the Fighting Scouts.
Elks back up to the line. Harlan still in the backfield with Marble. Marble's going to roll out here to the left side, throw it in. Looks like it was intended for Baker and just off of his hands, a little bit low.
I was about to say, the edge of my computer blocked that. I didn't see what happened, so I'm glad you recapped that for me. That corner of the end zone is a tough spot. I almost got to lean the other way.
Round Valley getting the ball on the 5-yard line, 2nd down, 5 to go.
251-0005. The question, in what town is Window Rock High School located? What is the town?
Brody's going to come across formation. They're going to throw the ball to him right in the open. He makes the reception, and that's a touchdown for Round Valley.
Well done, Brody Ziegler.
And as happened earlier on that drive, he came across formation. I'm not sure if the defender came with him.
Now I'm looking at the replay. Nope. He was all alone. Not picked up by the safety or a linebacker. All right. 1:28 still left to play here in this Tread Masters first quarter, and it's been a good one. All right, big shout out to Altitude O2 Hyperbaric Oxygen Therapy. I know it's good for the immune system, good if you're recovering from an injury or a surgery. It helps boost the immune system. That's the chamber that's below altitude. If you need some of that.
Flores going to kick it off once again. We've got a minute 28 left to go here in the first quarter.
Kevin Flores with the kick. Bounces on the 19-yard line, picked up on the 10.
Number 21 again is going to bring that ball out. A little bit better return on that time, about the 23-yard line. Kyle Clark looks like he's in there on the tackle.
Now, that was a really solid return there by number 21.
He's been put to work early.
Indeed.
He's done well.
Yeah.
I just wish that I could pronounce number 21's name. But I'm just going to have to refer to the initials AQ from Window Rock. The worst part about that, it's probably easy to say, but I don't know. It's a tough one. Here we go. Window Rock coming up to the line, spread formation. Nobody in the backfield with the quarterback. He's going to take the snap, drop back to pass. Looks like they're looking for a scout, but he is screaming.
Seven's got two steps on the defender. Comes back to the ball. My goodness, that is good for.
Down to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, that was what, from the 26 to the 29?
Yeah.
That's a lot of yards, Tony.
Almost 50. That was a nice play. The strong arm Coming from quarterback Taylor Begay, number 7, Tristan Thomas on the reception. Scouts have the ball on the 29-yard line of Round Valley. 51 seconds in the first quarter. Spread formation, quarterback drops back to throw. They're going to go back to the well. And that was almost picked off by Brett Jordan. Bounces off his hands. Mr. Begay felt that it was good enough to go back for a second shot on that again. And just overthrew his receiver, Tristan Thomas, on that. This time the Scouts will leave one running back in the backfield with the quarterback. Spread formation. They're going to drop back to throw again and run this slant.
Oh, nice quick slant across the middle. Number 18 with that reception.
Trayson Merrill.
Still don't have an 18 on the roster. I'll look anyways.
Trayson Merrill in there.
I don't know. You think that could be a 16? No, it's definitely an 18. So until further notice, that is Chandler Damon. I've decided.
You have decided.
Because there's no 16 on the field, so.
Right. Elks come up with that 3-man front, bringing in the outside linebacker. Quarterback's kind of wandering around. Pablo gets Pablo kind of arm missed him. Kind of got him a little bit more and
got a
ended up coming
shoelace.
down.
And that's going to bring a close to the Tread Masters first quarter. So it's going to be 4th and about 4th and 4 from about their 24. So are they going to go for it, or do they have a place kicker?
They're going to go for it. I don't know if they have a place kicker or not, but that's a fantastic drive that Window Rock is putting together here at the end of the first quarter as we head into the second quarter.
Indeed. Hey, big shout out to another one of our sponsors while we take this a little bit of time and switch into the field. Hey, the weather is switching just like this quarter, my friend. And when it does, you got to think about firewood. And if you need a saw to go cut said firewood, go give our friends down at Cowboy Up a visit. All your steel chainsaw parts, accessories. They got new ones. They got used ones. They got animal feed. They got animal medicine. They got horseshoe nails if you want them. Go give Jeff a hard time. Tell him it's from me. Go down and see our friends at Cowboy Up in Midtown Springerville.
They will take care of you. Monument Valley up to the line. Ready to take the snap. Quarterback back. He's going to go outside. Number 18.
Oh, my. He got the reset. He was right near the line. But it looks like the spot looks about a half a yard short to me.
Looked like they gave him a generous spot on the
They
reception,
did.
but that looked short.
Are they going to measure, or are they going to go ahead and... All right, yep, looks like Elks are going to gain possession of it right there at the 20. Looks like the line to gain was at about the 19.
Round Valley brings the offense back out on the field, and I look for them to continue to be aggressive. Spreading the field out, throwing the ball, looking for opportunities for Clark to get down the field. Marble takes a snap. He's going to throw it out here to Jordan. Jordan gets a reception, gets tripped up. He stretches for the 25. Potential 5-yard gain.
Yeah, pass for about, 2 yards? And then a short run of about 3. Elks going to the air a lot tonight. The ground game was really working for them, but they've decided they want to play it fast and loose and in the air.
I think that the coaches have some things that they're wanting to work on, things that they're wanting to look at, and running Clark 30 times a game, at least it's not going to happen tonight. Brody goes across formation. They do pick him up this time. Marvel's going to try to roll out. He's looking down the field, and they're bringing pressure. Throws the ball down here to Clark, who is open. About 37. Clark puts it back. Finally gets dragged down. Clark does. He gives a stiff arm to AQ, number 21. Again, I apologize about that name. And he holds on and takes Clark to the ground. That was a pickup. Nice pickup.
Nice 13-yard pass, and then whatever he tacked on at the end there. Wow, what a run, yeah. Very athletic Mr. Clark is. He's really added a little spark to this Elks offense.
He's a different wrinkle than the previous two runners were, and so it's a little bit different look. They are going to get Riker on
and
this.
that's going to be a sack. That's a loss of about 4 or 5 yards. Fighting Scouts getting in there, getting it done. Round Valley cannot rest on their laurels. They got to keep up. No quit in this team yet. There's a good shot of your Fighting Scouts.
2nd 15 for the Elks.
Elks looking for the call. Baca gives them the formation or the number, and they're looking.
And they're counting. He's got to hurry and get this ball off. Yeah, I was concerned that they weren't quite going to get it, and I saw the back judge counting back there. So they were close. All right. Well, take a break here for a second. Sit back, relax, and do our favorite thing and shout out another one of our wonderful sponsors, Farmers Insurance, your agent, Troy Merrill, here in Round Valley, located right there next to the shortstop, another one of our great sponsors. Hey, if you need life insurance, car insurance, home insurance, insurance, I'm sure he sells it. He does a great job, affordable prices. Go see Troy Merrill down there at Farmers Insurance. He does a great job, and he always gives back to the community, always supports Little League teams, things like that. So go ahead and support Troy Merrill. Has his handful on the sidelines coaching as well.
Troy Merrill is a busy guy. He is always working on something, and he has a big involvement with the youth in our community.
Indeed, and we are thankful for that involvement.
Those two refs were trying to communicate about something.
Yeah, I'm not sure what.
Elks are in formation. Brody goes across formation. Ziegler gets the snap. They're going to throw down here to Jordan. Jordan with the reception down around the 20, and it's going to go down to about the 14.
Oh my goodness, excellent pass and catch. I want to watch that one again while they're getting set up. You know, actually fairly decent coverage. He just went up and over the defender to get this. He had a little bit of inside leverage, about a half step, but the defender had a shot at it, just using his height to get up above him. Excellent job by the Elks there.
Jordan having a fantastic week last week in Monument Valley with 3 receptions. Walker's coming across formation. He's going to get the handoff, and he's headed for the corner. Not going to make it. Number 7 coming up.
Yeah.
Going to give him a nice screening of a tackle to the ground. Tristan
Was that good
Thomas.
was that 7 or 8? Looks like they're going to give him 7 on that. Using his speed to just get out around those first 2 defenders. Not able to get all the way around the corner. The third one brought him down. That was the safety that got in there and got him down. Number 7, Tristan Thomas.
Elks looking for the call again. They're up to the line. Looking at the bands. Getting the formation. Marble's going to take the snap. He's looking out here to pass. He's going to throw the ball to Jordan again down to about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, so that's going to be just enough for the first, I believe. Yep. Ref's going to go ahead and signal first down. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 5.
Marble is putting up some impressive passing numbers so far this game. On the 5-yard line, Marble takes snaps, going to hand it off to Clark. Clark, you saw him ready to bounce. You watch that replay, he's ready to bounce, and number 62 came in and said, no, thank you, young man. I'm going to hold you right here.
He unbounced him.
Dobson.
I don't believe unbounced is a word, but I'm going to use it.
Looks like we have Trace Whiting coming to the near side. Jordan Elmer to the far side. Marble's going to roll off to the left side, throw it out there to Elmer. Touchdown. 7-yard touchdown pass from Marble to Elmer.
That's going to be good for another Trail Riders touchdown. That's going to bring the Elks up to 27 as we get ready for the extra point. You get a quick shot. Oh, kept both feet in the end zone, and that was good for the touchdown.
I'll tell you, I don't know who's keeping the stats tonight, but we are messed up.
Oh, my goodness.
Flores back. He's going to send the kick up and through. Looks like it's good, and it is. Round Valley will take a 28-0 lead. Just over 7 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Now we got the band bringing out the fight song. So that's going to be 28-0, the score with 7 minutes, 7 seconds left to play in this Arizona Choice Insurance second. Like stats are happening. I see fingers, I see toes being counted over there.
We are counting away, and we're still missing numbers. Flores set to kick off.
Ooh, nice kick.
He gets a little more air on that kick finally and sends it into the end zone. All those kicks in the first quarter were pretty flat.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I've been a little disappointed the last 2 games in the Flores shoe game.
Shoe game?
Yeah, he had those nice, sweet blue kicks, and now he's just gone to black.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That's all right. Probably was doing so much soccer and football and just being cool, he probably wore that first set out.
Split them out, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. I know when we had the old turf, I used to go through 2 pairs of turf shoes this season.
Winter Rock back on the 20. Quarterback back to throw. He's looking and he's going to take off running. Clark's going to come in and saw him down after about a 7-yard gain.
Looks like the spot, they're going to give him 8 on that.
Good job, Kyle, coming in. He went in low, took care of the tackle on a much bigger player.
Yeah, pocket was collapsing. He was able to just sneak through there and take off running. Getting up to the linebacker level, and timeout, Round Valley. It was initially signaled towards the Fighting Scouts, but apparently that was on Round Valley. So Round Valley with 1 timeout left.
We might have been a man short there.
I think we might have been. There was a personnel change, and someone didn't quite get the old memo, which happens.
Yeah, one of the linemen may have come out, and they shouldn't have. Anyway, a nice crowd coming out for homecoming for Round Valley this year. The student section is still standing, rooting on the Elks. Got the Window Rock cheerleaders across the side supporting their team, and we do have a few fans coming, making the trip down from Window Rock for this evening. Once again, we would welcome any of those that are streaming this up in Window Rock. Appreciate you tuning in. Window Rock's going to come up with a 2nd down and 2. Ball on the 28-yard line. Quarterback's going to drop back. Begay is going to throw it out to 21. Going to get the reception right about the 34.
So needed 2, got 4. And that's going to be a Fighting Scout first down. Starting to build a little momentum here.
Yeah, I caught the hint there. First down, put it in. All
Yeah.
right, I'm thinking of it.
Hey, I do what I can. There are days I wish someone made my job easier, so
Well, I'll tell you what, somebody's totally missed this page, so.
it exists.
Winter Rock. Begay takes formation. He's going to throw it out here to number 7. I couldn't tell if that skipped.
Oh, it did.
They were saying it hit the ground.
It was a little short. If he got a little more air under it, it would have been good for about 6-7 yards. Would have been an awesome pickup on first down. Instead, we're looking at 2nd and 10 from their own 34.
Taylor Begay throwing the ball well for Winter Rock this evening.
He is.
2nd and 10, just halfway through the second quarter.
I bet he's an excellent basketball player, and football is just a side hustle.
We're going to find out here probably within a month. It looked like Trace Merrill got back there on the little bubble screen. Got a hand on that ball in the backfield.
Yeah, tried to throw it over the top of him, but he got tall, kind of knocked it down, didn't quite make it to the back.
That young man is tall. I think he surprises a few quarterbacks when they try to throw that, and he's able to get up and get in the way.
Got them long arms.
Gabe's going to take the snap. He's getting pressure. Number 54, Merrill, is back in there. He was not done. Going to knock the ball down on the previous play. He's going to come in for the sack on this play. They're going to lose about 4 yards.
Indeed, that's going to be a pretty big loss. It's going to be bring on the punt team for the Fighting Scouts. Oh, missing a personal protector there.
Ball bounces back there.
Ooh.
Brett Jordan going to let it go. He's going to let it go. Thought number 21 did a good job. He collected the bounce, kind of rolled out of pressure to get that kickoff.
Indeed. Well, Backwoods Tees. Hey, if you need custom shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, hats, they do embroidery, they do it all. If you're looking for something for a family reunion or just to show some pride in your business or your family or some cool show you watched, I don't know, go give Backwoods Tee a call.
Elks up to the line. 5 receivers split out. Riker's going to take the snap. Looking down the field, they're going to go straight down the seam. Brett Jordan and number
intercepted
7.
by number 7. Yeah, he
Tristan Thomas saw that coming as a safety. Floated over, went up high, pointed that ball before Jordan could get it.
All right, let's have another look at that play. So he had quite a bit of time until he didn't. He was starting to get pressured by 2 coming in late. He makes that throw. Oh, and that safety undercutting the route. It was just a little bit underthrown. That allowed the safety to get over, undercut that route, and intercept that ball. 1st and 10 for the Fighting Scouts. 5 minutes, 4 seconds left in this Arizona Choice Insurance second quarter.
1st and 10, the game rolls left side. Pressure.
I don't know what that play was, what they were looking for, but he looked like he was trying to bring that guy across motion so he could throw the ball to him, and they just never got on the same page. So
Yeah.
he just tucked it down and ran it.
So he kind of got tangled up at the line of scrimmage, and so he didn't feel like he could pass it to him. So he said, because at first I thought, well, that's not much of a block, but you're right. He was trying to get out from underneath that elk and get out there to catch that pass.
He picked up 6 yards.
Yeah,
Big
it was
A.
effective.
Big A setting the players in motion. Number 7 are coming across, and the Elks are going to bring pressure, and there's a fumble. I'm not sure who's going to end up with that. It looked like Kyle Clark.
And another turnover. Well, dang it. Scouts starting to put together a decent drive. Got pressured early and popped that ball right out. That was 77 in on the hit. I think he might have forced the fumble. Hard to tell from the angle I was looking at. And timeout, Fighting Scouts. 4 minutes, 35 seconds left in this Arizona Choice Insurance second quarter. Both teams 1 timeout left apiece, I believe. Oh my goodness.
Well, let's do a brief rundown. We had the 8th grade football team wind up yesterday. They played St. John's down in St. John's, came away with the victory. I believe they went through the season. They won everything but Snowflake. 7th grade team won all their games except Sholo, I believe. So 2 solid seasons for the 7th and 8th grade teams. Great job down there by those young men and their coaches as they look forward to starting to come into high school. It's good to see good things going on down at the junior high level.
Indeed. All right, so far looking at our shortstop stats. Averaging 10.43 yards a carry for the Elks tonight. Average passing 8.33 yards. 73 yards rushing, 50 yards passing so far. Elks being very productive on offense.
They're being very productive.
On the 37. Line is right around the 37. Let's see what they do with it.
There's some numbers being switched on us. Number 21, Joel Hernandez. And on the tackle there.
Oh, there we go.
Had that previously to Connor Luker, but apparently some of the numbers being switched around. They're going to measure, see if he got the first down.
From here, it looks like he's got it because of where the ball is on that hash and where the to-go marker is. But when they stretch it out, man, it's about 6 inches short. So that's going to bring up 4th down.
I wouldn't have said that if it was Wayno.
They're going for it? They're going for it.
Short by about a foot. It's going to be 4th down.
I'm not sure who's going to take the snap. Is that number 72? No. Number
34, direct snap to the running back. Oh, he gets blown up at the line of scrimmage and forced back.
Ethan Tabaha, number 34, taking the direct snap. Grayson Merrill coming in and making the tackle.
Oh, unfortunately, 34 is looking like he's slow to get up. We're going to watch the replay of that last play, see what we see here. Direct snap, oh, just met hard at the line, number 54. Clogging up that hole, refusing to be blocked and getting that big stoppage. So turnover on downs. Elks are going to get the ball. 1st and 10 on the their own 36-yard line, I believe. That is how math works if I look at numbers. Sometimes it's harder to figure them out than others.
Elks are going to come back out with 5 receiver formation. Riker all alone in the backfield. He's going to send Clark in motion. Going to hand the ball to him. Clark's going to go to the outside. Get it down to about the 25. He's going to bounce it to the 20.
Man, Clark with a head of
15.
steam is a scary thing.
He is so deceptive side to side, it's hard for defenders to sometimes make a play on him. He's not always moving north and south, but he got that little.
That was good for 19 yards for Clark.
Clark coming in on for sort of a speed sweep.
Oh, man. I thought I hit the button and I didn't. You guys didn't get to see that beautiful run. I feel bad for Clark now.
Mark.
Riker flipping it out, Patrick Mahomes style, for a nice little quick pickup of about.
He kind of ran it like he was being overly obvious that, hey, I've got the ball. I've got the ball. Got the defender to buy it and then pitched it right over his head.
For a nice 9-yard pickup. There you go. Oh, yep. As soon as that linebacker that was covering number 22, as soon as he pulled up to try and stop the run, he just pitched it up over his head.
They're going to fake the handoff to
Fake
Clark.
Yes, indeed.
Marvel's
That'll
gonna go
do
right
it.
at the right side.
That's good for a Trail Riders touchdown. Let's go, Elks. 34-0, your score so far. Let's go ahead and watch that one again, courtesy of White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Nice.
Kick is up and good for Kevin Flores.
Well done, Flores. He's been on point tonight. Hasn't missed an extra point yet.
I get the reference. Ethan trying to help me out with my stats.
I do what I can. And what I can is typically done poorly, but you know, at least I show up. That's what I tell myself. That's how I feel good at night.
And there are some of the faces that I expected us to start to see as the game moved forward. I see quite a few of the, well, it's a combined JV freshman team. Freshmen and JV players out on the field. We'll get their names to you as we go forward right now and in the second half. Closest to us, I see out there, number 22, Brenton Walker. Number 18, Trace Whiting. Actually, he's a junior. He's not the freshman. Number 80, I don't think that name is right. We've got Brian Acosta listed on here. Flores with a kick, kind of line drive it back down into the end zone. We had number 15, Lane Hill, running down there. Number 66, Cody Finch. That looks like number 19, Jose Leon.
This is when it gets hard. All the numbers I don't recognize.
Number 8, Kenley Caldwell, and number 4. That's not right. Maybe it was number 1. Kellen Greer.
It feels good to have the band back. I like it when the band plays.
Nice addition to the atmosphere. Window Rock coming up on formation. 3:21 left in the second quarter. Round Valley up 35-0. And they are.
Because we've got about 18 different answers up here.
Who called the timeout?
He hasn't indicated.
Window Rock. They're pulling a big lineman to pull in the backfield to lead as a lead, or to use as a lead blocker. It looked, and Coach did not like how that was lined up, so they're going to take a few moments to talk about it.
Oh, my goodness, I apologize. I am quite tired.
Headed back down to the junior high. Speaking to a few of the coaches down there, looked like they just wrapped up their softball and freshmen. And they're going to they're going to start volleyball and wrestling, I believe, on Tuesday coming up in the junior high.
All right, Wes has asked me to ask you guys, is it shovel pass, shuffle pass, or shuttle pass? Because he's gotten all 4 answers so far, and he's not sure which one to go with. I'm pretty sure it's a shovel pass.
Shovel, like picking a shovel?
Yeah.
I think it's a shuttle pass.
You think it's a shuttle pass?
Yeah, like get on the shuttle and go to the airport.
Well, that could be.
I'm not saying that's right, but Window Rock's going to bring number 58 across formation.
Oh, so many buttons to
Elijah
push.
Morgan.
Okay. I did it. I feel like I did it. All right, we'll see if anyone, if you want to jump on the Facebook live stream, throw it in the comments. I will be looking for your answers.
Looks like a pickup of about a yard for Window Rock on that first down. Second down and 9 coming up. They're going to a heavy formation.
Oh my goodness, I just looked in the YouTube comments. Number 18 for the Fighting Scouts is Devin Yazzie.
I need a pin.
Yeah, me too.
Window Rock going to roll out here. Number 20 going to get about to the 25-yard line. Jimmy Sosi on the run.
I'd like to thank everyone who's joining us. Looks like we got a fair amount of Window Rock viewers tonight.
Again, we appreciate you joining us. For those that were not able to make the trip, come down and support the Window Rock Scouts. We're glad to stream that for you. Glad that you're online with us.
Indeed. I'll be honest. Apparently,
picked off by Riker Marble. He's going to run that ball in for a touchdown. I want to see that on replay. Was he about the 30-yard line when he picked that off?
Yeah, we'll look at it here in just a second.
Is there a flag on the play? Those referees are targeting. Is that? Where's Mr. Muth when I need him?
He was right about the 30. That's a block in the back?
Pablo is getting called on helmet-to-helmet contact there, and that's going to negate the interception and touchdown for Marble.
Man.
I did not see that. I have to admit, I was watching the interception.
Yeah, I watched the replay. I didn't see it, but
Scouts break formation, come up to the line. They got 3 spread out. 2 in the backfield. We're going to hand off to number 34. And for some reason, is that Trayson Merrill again?
It is. He is not having a lot of luck with Trayson Merrill.
Trayson Merrill, for whatever reason, has that number this evening. Going to have a little bit of time on injury for Window Rock.
Indeed. Big shout out, Pioneer Title Agency, the Carly Beard team down there. Hey, if you guys need some title work done, go down and see Pioneer Title Agency. They do a great job. They are hardworking, honest. They take care of everything for you. Make it as easy as possible. I've used them already this year. Every time I've done anything with my house, when I bought it, when I refinanced it, I've always gone down, saw them. So if you're looking for an awesome title agency, here in the Valley. Go no further than Pioneer title. I feel like every time I go in their office, I think of all the different layouts it's been throughout the years. The flower shop, and then back to a title agency, because it was the title agency before it was the flower shop, and then it was a flower shop / title agency, then back to title. And I don't even know what it was before that.
Was there like an attorney's office in there?
I think there was, yeah. I feel like that. So.
Got a minute and 22 left in the second quarter for Round Valley and Window Rock coming up here at halftime. It is homecoming week for Round Valley, so there will be additional activities at halftime, probably the royalty, some other things going on that we hope that you stay tuned in and join with us.
All right, looks like we've got Window Rock player up on his feet. That was number 62. They were blocking his number before. He's up, moving around under his own power.
Theodore Dodson.
Yeah, glad to see him back. So another person who could be using your thoughts and prayers, Luke Grover, could be using your support. Luke lived here in Round Valley area in 2003. He was here for a few months. Father of 5, recently diagnosed with non-smoker's lung cancer. The short time he was here, I know he made a huge impact here in Round Valley, and he's been back several times to visit. He's very involved in the community. Keep Luke Grover in your thoughts and prayers. Let's Go Elks wishes him the best, and kick that cancer's butt for us, Luke.
Window Rock going to take the snap, be gave back. He's going to be flush from the pocket. Keanu is going to corral him just about the 31-yard line and throw him down for a loss.
Indeed, that's going to be 3rd and long. 3rd and about 14 for the Fighting Scouts. Troy Merrill doing jazz fingers. I don't know what call that is for the defense, but I enjoy it.
Scouts bring the man across formation, but they send the other running back opposite, and they kind of collide. Kind of get offset a little bit on their on that motion and the timing. Number 34 getting taken down.
All right, so that'll bring it a 4th and 10 from their own 35.
Looks like that will send us into halftime.
Indeed, that will. Oh, 20 minutes for the homecoming festivities. My goodness.
Both teams make their way to the locker rooms as students and staff here at Round Valley prepare for the halftime ceremony and everything that goes with that. Looks like Round Valley is actually going to stay on the sideline, at least initially, so they have an opportunity for homecoming royalty.
I like it.
So what did you think of the first half?
First half is about what I expected to see, just because, you know, I saw the personnel shortage, and Round Valley really felt like they got the running game clicking early on, and so they really put it together last week, and so alrighty, I'd just like to highlight we got Let's Go Elks Your Own. That's Loey Hunt there in frame. I wish I knew everyone else, but I don't. I don't have their names, but I will shout out Loey. She's been running the main camera tonight. Appreciate all of her help. She had to run down. Her dad filling in for her.
Ryder Hadlock, Julia Hall, Cosette Heap, Tylee Hogle, Mary Kate Hunt, Katie Johnson, Cameron Kemp, Kayla Logan, Jalen Marble, Abigail Mortensen, Gabrielle Piscina, Nell Rubalcaba, Lexi Salazar, Aliana Sluber, Kimberly Taylor, Maggie Wagner, Charles Whiting, and Skylar Willis. Your newly inducted members this year, your new members, Ava Anderson, Roxy Vanelli, Hannah Clark, Holly Davis, Shelby DeWitt, Regine Chavez, Jaden Finch, Lila Hamlin, Lodi Hunt, Gabrielle James, Megan McLeod, Jonathan Madrid, Addison Martin, Mignon O'Swear, Jaden Meacham, Cassidy Morrison, Camden Niggle, Ryan Pena, Addison Whiting, and Catalina Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for your National Honor Society members.
Quite a list there for Wes and the National Honor Society.
Indeed.
Students and inductees for this year.
Does that make you proud, Papa?
We would like to honor
Anytime that you're being honored for something that you do in the classroom is a good thing.
Indeed.
That's a struggle.
1982 and 1997. If you would please stand and be recognized at this time. Happy 25th and 40th reunion. On the field right now, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome your 1982 homecoming king and queen,
Chris and Perry Matthews.
Matthews.
Oh, there you go.
It's been a busy week full of competitions for homecoming.
I'm sure that you weren't around at the time, but it was fun to watch Chris as a running back in high school.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, it was.
No, unfortunately, I was born in the ripe old year of 1989. Which makes me just a whippersnapper.
Third place, the FFA.
That's good. Take advantage of it.
Well, I do what I can.
Door decorating winners who win a donut party on Tuesday. Third place goes to Mr. Wayne Anderson's class. Second place, Miss Arena Mortensen's
Miss
class.
Muth down there getting the students lined up for royalty as they get ready to introduce them shortly.
And Miss Muth cracking that whip.
She takes care of business
Indeed.
and helps the kids out tremendously. It's a great blessing that we have to have her in the school district.
Okay.
Dan has been a longtime contributor to Let's Go Elks.
Indeed. I am not on our halftime sponsor. Halftime
go.
show brought to you by LeSueur Advanced Automotive.
She plays volleyball and softball. Her future plans include going to college and becoming a radiologist. Jacob's parents are Mark and Teresa Moore. He is a member of the choir at the high school and loves being the loudest Elks fan. Plans on going after high school include being life's biggest cheerleader. Ladies and gentlemen, Henry and Jacob.
It seemed like we honored Jacob here a couple weeks ago. He won some tickets to Diamondbacks games or something.
Yeah, a whole experience.
She plays soccer and wrestling. Future plans include college and finding a good job. Kyle Clark is the son of Albert and Stephanie Clark. Plays football and basketball. And plans after high school include welding for life. Ladies and gentlemen, Kaya and Kyle. Junior attendants, Nell Rubalcaba and Seneca McCall.
Looks like members of the football team being represented well for royalty.
She plays volleyball, wrestling, and softball. Future plans include to keep smiling and living life to the fullest. Nell is the son of Darcy and Trevor Brooks. He plays football, basketball, baseball, and he played soccer last year. He's also a member of the National Honor Society and Acapella Choir. His future plans include serving a mission for his church and then attending college to major in engineering with a minor in wildlife management. Ladies and gentlemen, Nell and Seneca.
Nice close-up shot there,
Indeed.
provided by Mr. Holliday on the field.
Yeah.
Nominated by the senior class in the top 3 boys
I
and
guess
girls
speaking of proud papas, my little boy helping out tonight.
to select the king and queen.
G-Dub down there,
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll
working the
start things off
sidelines.
with the Duke and Duchess. Help me welcome to the field Carson Gillespie, and Haley Gleason. Haley is the daughter of Will and Laurel Gleason. She's a member of the Future Business Leaders of America, where she serves as the president. She's vice president of NHS and a member of French Honor Society. She started the French Club at the Boys and Girls Club and was a youth group leader at her church. After high school, she plans on attending university on the East Coast and conduct research in neuroscience and immunology.
Nice.
She wants to study abroad and develop treatments for autoimmune encephalitis. Carson Gillespie is the son of Stacy and Mandy Gillespie. Plays basketball for the Elks. After high school, he plans to compete as an electrician apprenticeship. I apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, Carson and Haley.
Haley's impressive.
Indeed.
Neurology, you want to get into that. She is has to be a smart young lady.
Yes. It's a good time.
Meridian has 4 years in drama, currently playing Lucy in Charlie Brown. Volunteers at the Boys and Girls Club and Special Olympics. 4 years of seminary, a past president of her church class, and loves helping Dad with horse therapy sessions. Plans to continue participating in music and drama at Eastern Arizona College. Skylar Willis is the son of Mark and Suzanne Willis. Has played soccer for 4 years and has ran track for the Elks. He's a member of the Madrigal Choir for 3 years and also regional choir. A member of the Future Business Leaders of America and the Legacy Leadership Club and National Honor Society. Enjoys hunting and fishing and a family tradition hike of the Grand Canyon. After high school, he will serve a mission for his church and attend college to study something in the medical field. Ladies and gentlemen, Mo and Skylar.
And that brings us to the
Year 2022,
top.
homecoming king and queen. Make some noise for Keanu Clark and Addison Youth.
It's good to see the football team down on the field supporting members of the royalty.
Secretary this year. Played volleyball and softball for Lady Elks all 4 years, and her favorite memory of high school was being part of the 2022 state championship team last year in softball. Go Elks! Her plans after high school include going to college and majoring in psychology. Keanu is the son of Albert and Stephanie Clark. Keanu loves to play football and hunt. He's also a member of the National Honor Society. After high school, he plans to serve a mission for his church and attend college. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 homecoming royalty court. Congratulations.
All right. Well,
Pictures, lots of pictures.
get all the pictures you can.
Smile. Now a silly one. Now another silly one.
Oh, what? How much fun. Wes is trying to create chaos for the photographers. And I appreciate it. I am here for it.
You support that, huh? Photographers and the parents whipping their phones out trying to get pictures.
One
Indeed.
more time for your royalty court, ladies and gentlemen. Boys, you better get in there. Coaches need to talk to you.
Homecoming. What a fun time of year. I know my kids were stocked up on candy Thursday, and I was asking, where'd you get that? And they're like, it's homecoming. I said, oh yeah, I forgot. That's a thing.
You missed that. I'm
Yeah.
sure you were working.
Cheer squad.
We have the cheer squad coming out to perform for us.
Alrighty. May have to talk over the music,
Which
so
is good. We have a few things we can talk about. Just some. This is from the Elk side only, and I apologize about that for those who may be tuning in from Window Rock. Marvel had a nice 23-yard touchdown run in the first quarter. Grayson Merrill had a fumble recovery, fumble return in the first quarter. Jordan Elmer with a 52-yard reception, all happening in the first quarter. And then we had Brody Ziegler coming in for about a 5-yard touchdown reception in the first. In the second quarter, not quite as many as the big plays, and they may have happened, and I just didn't keep track. But we have Kyle Clark with the 35-yard TD, or 35-yard, reception in the second quarter. So the Elks came out 35-0 at halftime. I'm not quite sure what we're going to see when they come out. Do you think we're going to see substitutions right away, or are they going to score once more?
You know, I feel like unless they have something they really want to work on, I feel like the Elks are probably going to go heavy with the substitutions, and it's going to be like the previous game, Ganado was it? Where the entire second half that they pretty much let the JV get as much experience as they could, rested some players. Because next week we will be traveling to Winslow.
Traveling to Winslow, Let's Go Elks will be there broadcasting.
And just a quick note for those of you who don't know, that game has been moved to Thursday. That will be Thursday.
Well, thanks for the reminder, because
Yes.
that might have gone Friday.
Yeah, this whole ref shortage thing is moved. This will be our second game that's been moved to a Thursday. So
Winslow Bulldogs made the trip here last year. Round Valley was able to take care of business. I think that was the last opportunity we had to see the likes of Jovan Ortiz scoring a touchdown, even though it got called back after his knee injury. So the Elks will be on the road next week, headed to Winslow to take on the Winslow Bulldogs. Coach Guzman up there, had a chance to talk to him last year. He's a hometown boy. He had the opportunity to go up and play Southern Utah, I think, for college, and he wanted to come back and help build the Winslow Bulldog football program. So he is still there working on that. We look forward to that opportunity. Winslow, I think, has a nice field. I think it's a turf field over there. So the Elks will be right at home as long as it's not raining. I don't think the forecast has anything for rain for next Thursday evening.
no, it shows it clearing up, at least up here. I haven't thought to check in Winslow.
My latest check shows we got rain scheduled all the way through Wednesday. So we'll see how that works out as we go forward in the week. But the weeks are winding down quickly, so I think we have Winslow next week, and then we follow that up with Page,
I believe.
and then we round out the season with Blue Ridge coming to town.
Yeah, so Winslow will be our last away game. And then we'll have two home games to close out the old season.
Sholo and Blue Ridge locking up horns over in the Blue Ridge High School this evening. I'm expecting that game to go Sholo's direction, because Sholo is actually pretty strong this year. But it is in Blue Ridge, so you never know what's going to happen. It is wet, it is cold, so we're going to have to tune in and see what the outcome on that is. We have the cheerleaders leading the fight song at halftime. About 5 minutes left here before the teams start coming back out on the field.
All right, so interesting. Looking at Winslow's records so far this year, we have a win over Flagstaff, 14-12, hard-fought game. A big opening season loss to Holbrook, 32-6, which I've heard the Roadrunners have a heck of a team this year. Big loss to Sholo, 57-0. And then interesting, a loss to Monument Valley, 21-20. Looks like a missed extra point was the decider in that game.
That was a close one.
That was a close one. And now a shared opponent in Window Rock, where they won 39-6. So Sholo 3-3 so far in the season.
So ladies and gentlemen, if you would please send your thoughts, your prayers, your loves, your hugs. Jump on social media and let them know that you love them.
All righty. So the big question that we asked is being answered in the Facebook chat. So far, everyone has pretty much decided that it is a shovel pass, which apparently, according to Google, from Mr. Harlan, No, Mr. Harlan did, and he says it's a rugby term based on the way it's thrown, the sweeping motion, like you're shoveling dirt. But he feels like a shuttle is more accurate from the way a shuttle moves across the loom. I don't know what that means, but I'm not much of a loom master myself.
Look at that. That's impressive description there.
Yes. But the overwhelming majority is claiming that it is definitely a shovel pass. All right. Hey, how you guys doing? Never thought you'd get to see me tonight, did you?
Yeah, I'm doing a quick Google search, and it says the one that popped up, is it a shovel pass or a shuffle pass? For whatever reason, the term shovel pass is often misheard. Shuttle pass or shuffle pass, the correct term is shovel, as you are shoveling the ball towards your teammate. This name was chosen based on the throwing motion that comes with this pass.
I'll be honest, it looked more like a shot put pass, the way he threw it. It wasn't like a, it was like a, ah.
So did we have a bet on that one? Are you a Dairy Queen or something?
I would love a Dairy Queen, but I don't need it because I live right next door.
Right next door? I'm
yeah,
sure
I got to be careful.
You got to you frequent that on a
You know, I really don't until October. When that pumpkin pie blizzard comes out, it just calls my name, and it is so hard not to go down there.
Monument Valley taking the field, coming back out after halftime.
Window rock, my friend.
Window rock, I apologize about that. And it was interesting when we're out on the field. They have their 11 guys out on the field. That bench is pretty small.
Indeed.
I have a feeling that it looks kind of similar to what ours would look like if we did not bring up the freshmen and sophomores.
Yeah, when we travel, yes, for sure. Definitely some Iron Man football going on out there for the Window Rock Fighting Scouts.
Had the opportunity to go up to Window Rock last night for the JV football game, and it has been many years since I've had that opportunity. Beautiful drive going in to Window Rock. I had forgotten the view that you see as you drive up into that area. It was a fun drive, and it wasn't that far, just over 2 hours. Elks are taking the field. I see the seniors still kind of stretching out, so I would not be surprised if they come out and take an initial defensive and offensive stand, and then we start seeing some substitutions.
All right, I'm seeing from the YouTube comments another roster correction for the Scouts. Number 21 is that Kanan? That's a lot of R's and I's. Marinito. 21. Karen. Kannan. Is that Kanan? Marinito. Hey, I'm sorry. It's the best you're gonna get tonight. I don't know why they trust me to do this either, to be honest with you.
I don't even
Ben
see that
Combs,
name.
we are currently sitting 35-0 in favor of the home team, the Elks, tonight. Yes, the JV team did in fact win, I believe.
They did in fact win. I don't have a final score. I've forgotten that. When I showed up, they were well in control last evening.
Yeah.
Lots of opportunity to
all right, looks like we got a score update. Sholo is up 28-7 over Blue Ridge currently. So thank you for that.
That Sholo team is an impressive bunch. They are athletic, they're fast, they have some size. They remind me a little bit of Thatcher. That'd be an interesting matchup, and I'm sure that as we head into the playoff season, there may be an opportunity there. Thatcher has played, I think, a little bit. They've had some tough competition this year, and they've held through. It's been impressive to watch them as well. So the Elks are continuing to work on things to help them get better. They're still exploring player positions from a week-to-week basis. We're seeing players trying out different positions, both by need, based on injury and availability of players, and then giving the coaches an opportunity to evaluate and see who's a better fit. they're not giving up. They're working hard with the kids, keeping them engaged, keeping them focused, and looking for opportunities to help the program develop.
Indeed, I will say the two best opponents we faced this year have been Thatcher and Sholo, and that's even with that trip to Poston Butte, that 4A team. So that's saying a lot. Some good teams up here on the mountain.
There's some good teams in this 3A division, or Division 3.
Indeed.
Rankings don't come out, I believe, until Tuesday. Might be Wednesday. I'm not looking at a calendar. I think they said AIA 365 said the 11th is when they would submit or issue out the first rankings. And I suspect Round Valley will be probably not in the top 10, maybe 11 through 15. This game tonight should help them a little bit. If the game holds out over in Blue Ridge, it may bump them a little bit. I'm really curious about that Blue Ridge game coming up in 3 weeks, because I think we have some pretty similar performance as far as the games and how things have rolled out through the season. Blue Ridge actually has a freshman quarterback over there that's taking the helm for them. He's doing a fantastic job. And Blue Ridge, tall kid who's not filled out yet, but he will continue to do so, but he throws the ball well. Not like a freshman. Round Valley comes out to receive the ball in the second half, and Window Rock is back to kick. What's this number? Number 60.
All right.
58 or 68?
I believe it's 58. But we'll see.
Brett Jordan kind of tucked in behind some of his blockers, and number 21 came in right in behind him, tackled him. You said there was a change on the name for number 21?
Yes.
Is that the one?
Yeah, 21.
So it looks like Round Valley is going to stay out there with their starting group. Actually, it looks like Brett Jordan is going to take over as quarterback for Round Valley. He is also a junior, as is Marvel. So we're going to have three split out. Clark's going to be in the backfield with Jordan preparing to take the snap. He's going to hand the ball to Clark. Clark's going to run out. Pick up about 11 yards on that first down.
All right, so Elks keeping a lot of their starters in, looks like. 58 slow to get up for the Fighting Scouts, but he's moving off the field under his own power.
Round Valley will pick up a first down on the play. We're going to stay in the spread formation and one running back. Looks like we've got Riley Harlan in there with Jordan, or with, Brett Jordan in the backfield.
First and 10.
Jordan's going to keep.
Oh
Takes
my
everybody
goodness.
out on the outside, runs down the sideline. He's going to put his shoulder down.
Window Rock bring in heavy pressure with a corner blitz, or sorry, a backer blitz off that left, that right-hand side, their left. And Riker just kind of sells the fake.
I think that was about a 34-yard run right there.
Yep, right down to about the 26? 25. Looks where they end up spotting it.
He's going to drop back, and he looks like he's going to throw out here to Jordan Elmer.
Oh my goodness. So there was a flag. That might be some pass interference.
I know that they've changed the rule this year that the defender does not have to get his head around. You can kind of keep looking at the defender, but you can't hit him. And I think there was contact.
I was going to say. Yeah, he looked kind of all up in his business here. We'll see it again.
Pass interference and move.
Yeah, he was having to reach all the way around him to try and get his hands on it. Went off his hands. that's when number 7 was able to come up with it. So
I'm going to move the ball down to the 12-yard line and be first and 10 for Round Valley on the 12. Excuse me, on the 17.
yeah, numbers. Wild how they work down here.
First and 10.
Alrighty.
Elks on the Scouts 18-yard line.
Similar split formation. Coach Baca calls in the play. Players are set. Jordan back to take the snap. He's going to fake the pitch. He's going to weave out. He's going to make it into the end zone. 17-yard touchdown.
There we go. I was about to say, Wes, where are the lights? Cue the lights, my man. Let's go ahead and watch that replay. Oh, makes the first man miss, makes the second man miss, and then takes 3 with him on into the end zone, my friend.
Flores to kick the PAT. 10:40 left in the third.
It's good, 42-0. 10:30, about 10, a little over 10:30 left to go in the third quarter for Round Valley.
Yeah,
See the kickoff team, and it looks like we got new numbers coming out.
Yes. So I thought 45 was the breakover point, but they're just letting the clock already run.
I think it was 42, but
Is it 42?
I may be wrong.
Well, that makes sense. Is that six touchdowns?
We got a whole slew of new numbers running out for this kickoff for Round Valley. We're going to try to get them to you. It's a good time for the kids to get out there and get some varsity playing time. We try to get them acknowledged. Sometimes we miss them.
Indeed. Well, with the running clock, that's going to make this Sierra Propane third quarter go by fast. But that's all right.
Flores back to kick off. And it looked like he kicked that left-footed. Number 2 is going to take that up to about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, nice solid return on that.
Did you pick up on that kick? He kicked that left-footed.
Yeah. Let's watch it again. Why not?
He's an impressive soccer player. It's been fun to watch for a couple of years, but I think he...
I thought it looked funny. I'm glad you mentioned that.
And there's a whole slew of new jerseys out there on the field for this defensive stand, and we're going to try to get names and numbers to you as soon as we can. On the far side is the corner, number 18 is going to be Trace Whiting. On this side, number 8, that's going to be Kinley Colwell. Looks like we have number 1, Kellen Greer.
Oh, met hard in the backfield. He rolled out to that side right into that pressure.
58, and big Brody Finch, and there was somebody over there helping him. I can't see that number yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to see the number 2. Is that 20? Oh, man, he just won't quite turn this way, and with those jerseys, it's really hard to see.
Looks like they got Jordan Elmer, number 24, playing deep safety for this new group right now. Quarterback's going to throw out, and it's going to be picked off by Whiting right at the 30-yard line.
My goodness. Well,
Quarterback thought that receiver was going to slant in. The cornerback read it, just jumped the route, came up with the interception. Number 18, Trace Whiting.
all right, looks like the JV game, the final score was 62-6 last night in favor of Round Valley. Thank you. I should recognize that number, but I don't. Obviously, you have my number, so I should know you. I am the absolute worst when someone texts me of not entering their name into my phone.
Jordan back to take the snap for Round Valley. He's going to hand off. That looks like Jose. No, that's Riley Harlan, number 4. Harlan kind of gets wrapped up, spun and thrown right about the 16-yard line.
Good for about 15.
Another batch of JV players heading in. swapping out varsity. They're trying to get everyone lined out.
This is when you got to start counting helmets. 9. Okay, we got 9 on the field. Now we got 10.
So you're going to see number 22, Brenton Walker, come in as quarterback.
Am I missing somebody, or is that only 10? There's 5 on the line.
Or 11.
There's 11. All right, so there was just somebody short in there hiding from me.
And get number 44 to the top. Brandon Pena split out. Number 32 down here at the bottom. That's not Gavin Pettit. That's Kamari.
With around 5 yards, that's freshman Brent Walker.
All right. Looks like there was a little scuttle over the ball.
Little extracurricular.
Well, the Fighting Scouts thinking they came up with a fumble. Ref saying he was already down when he let go of the ball, so that'll make it 2nd and 6, I believe.
See, number 66, that should be Cody Finch. Number 76, Wyatt Hetrick. It's going to be Nell at the center, I believe. Pena, number 80, Brian Acosta.
Oh, man. Gareth had a beautiful shot, and then the referee walked right in front of him. Dang it.
Number 51, Ryan Pena, also on the line. I believe he's in the guard position. And then number 58, Brody Finch, is the other tackle for Round Valley.
Yeah, I miss having Ryan Pena around helping us out with the stream. But hey, they want to move on to bigger and better things. So
always did a good job. Looks like Madrid's down here at the bottom, number 28. Number 1, Greer once again on the split. Walker's in the back. He has Acosta with him, and he's going to hand it to Acosta. He's going to go straight ahead, get stood up, but he's going to get down to just over the 10-yard line. Probably going to go for a field goal here. So the whole batch is going to swap out.
There we go. Give Kevin some practice.
Flores lining up for a 27-yard attempt.
Snap, ball is down, the kick is up, and it is good.
And it's good.
Kevin Flores adding to the score, 45-0. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter with Round Valley up over the Window Rock Scouts.
Indeed. Well, under 4 minutes to play here in this Sierra Propane third quarter. Trying to think of anyone we haven't given a shout out to. It'll come to me.
He's going to line up again. Flores is going to kick it left-footed. There he goes. Kind of hooks this one. Oh. Number 2. What was that number on that runner?
Number?
Looked like number 2. Anyway, he picked the ball. It could have gone out of bounds. It had it at 35. He decided he wanted to run it. They get up to the 32. Still a good starting position for Window Rock.
I believe that was a number 2. He finally turned to where I could see his number.
Got some linebackers out there. See if I can get some numbers for you. 21, Joel Hernandez. I see Connor Luker out there. I can't see his number. I know they reassigned it. Number 10, right there with the neck brace. Connor Luker playing in linebacker for Round Valley.
Hopefully, yeah, not a neck brace, but I guess, is that a neck brace where it's a single up the back? It used to be a cowboy collar, but that was kind of the full roll. Well, that was just a roll. I thought the cowboy collar was the single panel up the back. I don't know. I'm old. I don't know these things anymore. It's not important to me.
Pregame takes snap. He's going to throw down the far sideline. He looks.
Oh, my
just
goodness.
That
Receiver
Tristan
had
Thomas
the room, but
he did. Whiting, he had a step on Whiting. Just overthrew him.
about 4 yards. Couldn't catch up to that ball.
I'm continuing to be impressed by the quarterback for Window Rock. He has a strong arm. He's a big kid.
Yeah, he's a great athlete. You know, and offensively, they've had quite a bit of success. Just little miscommunications and little failures seem to stack up at inopportune times.
They're going to hand the ball off, and it looked like 75. That is going to be Riley Ray busting through the line, making initial contact for Round Valley.
I mean, that's really been the killer for Window Rock, is just this penetration that they've gotten. The defense has just cut right through the line, you know.
They have a pretty big line. They certainly outsize us up front. Elks have been able to take advantage of some of the quickness to get through. They come up in the same split formation, one running back. Begay is going to take the snap, going to drop back. And they're going to pursue him. Oh. Begay decided that he's not ready to kind of call it quits.
Decided to lower the shoulder, and it looked like he was going to take all three of those Elks that were chasing him
He did
to get the job done.
He did lower the shoulder and let him have it, and that's part of playing varsity football. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Did we stop him so we get the ball?
Yes, that was 4th down. Sorry.
Okay. Round Valley's going to come back out.
Well, with 10 seconds left in the quarter, it looks like we're going to be swapping ends of the field before we get this bad boy snapped. So that is going to conclude the Sierra Propane third quarter.
After 3 quarters of play, Round Valley Elks lead.
And you know what that means? That means it's time for the Molly Butler Lodge fourth quarter.
I've been thinking about it since the last time you asked me. The mud pie or the
Fruits of the Forest.
fruits of the forest. I think I would go for the fruits of the forest.
Yeah, me too. Wes is the one who's always beating the
mud
mud
pie?
pie drum, but, you know, chocolate's not really my gig. Hey, there's somebody, Mountain Drip IV Therapy. We didn't give Jamie Merrill a shout out tonight. There's another sponsor I saw tick by. Hey, if you're looking for an infusion of electrolytes, vitamins, good stuff, help your immune system, boost your energy, hey, give Jamie Merrill a shot. Go down and see her, get some of that liquid IV goodness, hydration therapy. That seems like it's really growing. I see there's an outfit over in Sholo advertising that now. Seems to be a new trend.
Walker set. He's going to take the snap. He's going to throw out here to Hill. 21 is going to come up and make the tackle. And it's a good thing he did because Hill was wide open to run that on into the end zone.
And instead, it's going to be caught right at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
It's a good time to watch the younger kids come in trying to figure out. Sometimes they're in different positions than they play on Thursday nights, trying to get it all worked out. Looks like the Elks are going to split 4 out, 1 running back, Jose Leon back there with Walker. Walker's going to take the snap and pitch out. Window Rock has nothing doing with that play. It was dead from the beginning. The benefit is that pitch didn't get tipped.
Indeed.
We've seen that a few times this year in different settings.
Oh, my goodness.
The defenders are not selling out on the quarterback, and they're reading that pitch and being able to knock it down or bat it in the air and take it.
Yeah, definitely something, you know, Mr. Marvel struggled with. Felt like the first game of the season, you know, with that really disciplined DN play.
It's an interesting proposition. I'm going to run this way hard. I'm going to make the guy hit me as hard as he can, and then I'm going to pitch it.
Yeah,
Number 69.
Walker back to take the pitch. Looks like got Nell back. Nell taking the run.
Get it,
What did he
Nell.
get, 5 yards?
Yeah, that's good for 5 yards.
Right on.
5 yards in a cloud of dust. All right.
Number 69.
I like it. So looks like Flores lining up to take another shot. This is going to be
49 yards.
is that 49? My goodness.
49 on the field goal attempt.
Field goal attempt for Kevin Flores. Make some noise, student section, help him out.
Ball is down, kick is up. It looks like he hooked it.
Yep, it's going to go. It had the distance, but it went wide left, about 8 feet. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know where I came up with that number, but 8 sounded good.
I know every time that we get ready to lose a good kicker, I always look around and wonder, who are they going to get? Who are they going to get? And I know we're going to lose Kevin this year after he graduates.
Oh, my goodness. I know.
He has served us well for, this is now his 3rd year as a kicker for Round Valley. It looks like we have some of the youth down on the field early. They're ready to run the field for the victory this evening. They're not wanting to wait for that time to run off yet.
Yep. Down to 8:50-ish left in the Molly Butler 4th quarter.
Scouts are going to pick up on the 31-yard line. Allison Ruth, are you still here? Allison Ruth, would you please come up to the press box or send me a text really
So
quick?
it looks like Round Valley is, that second receiver up top is not covered. I'm not sure if the safety sees it. They're going to hand the ball off anyway, and it looks like Cody Finch coming in on the tackle, and number 16. I think that's Pettit, but the number is messed up on our roster. I think that's Gavin Pettit,
Looks like Gavin.
number 16, helping out on the tackle.
Yeah, his parents are sitting just below us here. I see him right down there.
He had a good night last night running the ball and playing for Round Valley up in Window Rock on the JV team. Window Rock going to come out in the same split formation, one back. Big A going to take the snap, and he's going to throw down the field. 21
Oh, and he's got it.
With the 35, and he's going to outrun number 22 to the end zone.
That
Put
is
Window Rock on the board.
well done, Fighting Scouts.
That's going to be a 69-yard touchdown reception.
Man, he had 2 steps on the receiver, caught it in stride, perfectly thrown ball, and he was off to the races, not to be caught.
Nice pass by Big A. Put enough air under it. Let his receiver just run underneath it.
Yep, we've seen him underthrow that ball. We've seen him overthrow that ball. That time hit the nail on the head, and that's good for 6. All right. So lining up for 2, which reinforces the lack of place kicker.
They're going to roll out and go for 2. And
Ooh.
number 16 is going to snag the ball. If I got the right number there. Chandler Damon.
Number 18.
Number 18.
Oh, man, I have to go back to YouTube comments because I already forgot that name because I couldn't find a pin.
I think Wes told us about that number earlier, and I've already forgotten
Did he?
because I didn't write it down. So we got the rolling clock
18,
here.
Devin Yazzie
Six-
getting the 2 points on that.
6 minutes, 30 seconds, and rolling. Round Valley up 45-8. Window Rock not finished with this football game, scoring on a 69-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, it looks like Sholos opened up the lead to 43-7 over Blue Ridge so far.
It's a nice night to be in the dome. That's all I can say about that one.
Oh, beautiful night to be in the dome. It's probably a rainy mess over there, if I had to guess. If not, it's cold and it's wet because it rained all day.
Window Rock breaking, come out for kickoff. Number 58. Elijah Kane Morgan going to do the kicking honors for the Scouts. Round Valley's got their first team going to bunch up here on onside formation, and they're going to kick it. That's Ziegler? No, that's Merrill. He's going to short it. He's going to take it about 7 yards. Not let it roll the 10 and give the Window Rock Scouts an opportunity to recover that.
All right, I see big number 7'6". Is that Wyatt Hetrick in the game?
Wyatt Hetrick, number 76, he is in the game. He's been in there a few plays, and he's back out there as a lineman.
Indeed.
Walker brings him up to the line. One back in the formation with him, two split to the right. It's a fake handoff to number 19, and he's going to roll out.
Brought down from behind. Looks like he got, what, back to the line of scrimmage, or are they going to give him one?
It looks like they're giving him back to the line of scrimmage. Number 16 chased him down from the backside. Made the tackle, prevented a gain.
Okie dokie.
Student section starting to cheer a little bit louder. They're wanting this game to end so they can rush the field as well.
They're wanting to go partay at the lodge, my friend.
Go to the lodge.
I know what they got on their mind.
Pena coming out here, getting set. Walker's going to take the ball. He's going to throw. He's going to hit Hill on the out. Number 7 missed the tackle. Oh, he's going to get up and come back and finish it.
Great.
Number 16 coming in.
Great second effort to get those 3 extra yards on that. By, is that Hill, number 15?
Hill is number
Lane
15.
Hill.
Number 4, Nakio Keems.
He's going to bring up 3rd and 5. 3:20 left on the clock. Round Valley driving.
Walker's going to take it and hand it off.
Who did he hand it off to? I
Kinda
missed the
looked like
number.
Brian Acosta, but that's
Yeah, no, that's
that number
1.
18? No, 19.
19.
It's Jose Leon.
Jose Leon. Yes, I remember calling his name a lot that Monument Valley game. Took a lot of the running back snaps.
Second half.
Second half, yeah. No, not Monument Valley, Ganado. My goodness, I'll keep him straight one day.
Well, the 49 yards wasn't enough. 56 is what we're lined up for. Straight away, take the snap.
Good
kick.
hold.
Think he hooked it. Oh, not quite long enough. Guy, number 21, picks it and runs it out. He's going to get out. Oh,
Yep,
right
and that's
to the
going to be good
27-yard
for.
line. I'm not sure who came in with the hit right there out of bounds.
Yeah,
We're
that
gonna
was
get another 15.
that was a little late. He was a good 2 yards out of bounds when he decided to lay a little hit on him. I couldn't quite tell from the replay.
We still have a rolling clock. We're down under a minute and a half.
Yeah. Number 4 is who that late hit's attributed to. That's Riley Harlan. All right. Down to about a minute left to play.
I suspect we're going to see a couple of seam routes or a couple of throws here by Mr. Begay. See if they can pick up another one.
Indeed, they're quick to get up to the line.
They're going to do a double pass. They are going to do a double pass. Throw it out. They're going to pick up a first down. Going to move the chains. We're rolling down almost under 30 seconds left. They ought to get off of one more play.
Yeah, I was about to say one more is probably going to do it for this game tonight.
Pregame drops back, quick pass right side.
They make the tackle. I do not think he gets out of bounds, so I think that clock's going to run. Unless they call a timeout, which they do.
They do. That will, in fact, stop the clock. They want one more shot at the end zone.
Ball's on the 28-yard line. That's certainly a throw that Begay can make.
Indeed.
I'd like to thank those of you who have tuned in to us this evening. Let you know again as a reminder, next week we'll be in Winslow on a Thursday evening.
Yep.
Not Friday. The AIA has had issues this year with reffing, and they've had to shuffle some games, and this is one of those games that'll get pushed up.
Indeed. All right. Well, quick look at the short stop stats. 162 yards from the varsity squad.
I know the stat guy, and he's probably got about half of those.
Yep. That's
Wrong.
still good for a 13.5-yard average.
Begay
Dropping
drops back from the 35. He's going to throw.
Oh,
it hits him
in
in the
and
chest.
out of his hands. And I think that's going to do it. That was down around the 1-2 yard line. I had the ads up because I was reading stat sheets. I apologize.
And there's the game. Student section going to come out to join the team on the field. The Elks are going to come out and shake hands with the Scouts.
Indeed.
If they still do that, here they come.
All righty.
Whether you're from here, there, or everywhere, be safe. Have a great weekend and make good choices.
Round Valley taking the win tonight, 45-8 over Window Rock, the Window Rock Scouts. Round Valley preparing to head and face the Winslow Bulldogs next week.
So come to the 50-yard line on our side of the field.
Got the student section out there to join the team as they prepare to sing the fight song.
All right, our post-game coverage is going to be brought to you by Lackey Reynolds. Hey, if you're looking for some equipment, skid steer, mini excavator, something of that nature, they got the trailers to haul them. They got the equipment to get the job done. Give our friends at Lackey Reynolds a call. From everyone I've talked to that's used them, been very pleased so far.
Easy to work with, very accommodating. Jesse and Jackie taking care of you, they will. Close-up view being brought in to us from Mr. Holliday down on the field.
Indeed. It's chaos down there, as it should be. Good victory for the Elks, building on the momentum that they picked up last week at Monument Valley. Another solid win here against the Window Rock Fighting Scouts.
As we look down the schedule, it's important to start picking up these wins
Yep.
for your placement in the bracket for the tournament, where the opportunity that you have to go play in the tournament. We don't want to be facing, I don't think, one of the top 5 or 6 teams right off the bat. I know it comes eventually the further you progress, but in the first round, if you can avoid that, that would be better.
I think it would be great if we could go ahead and win out and just do just enough to secure a first round home
Right.
game.
Home game.
Would be fantastic.
It looks like Window Rock has a challenge of going to Sholo next week, facing the Cougars on the 14th, 7 p.m. Actually, Sholo's going to make the trip up to Window Rock next week.
A long drive, but a beautiful one.
It's a beautiful drive up there. And then they're going to round out the season facing the Ganado Hornets on the 21st of October.
Indeed. As I drove up to Kayenta last week to catch that Monument Valley game, I did thoroughly. I forgot just how beautiful that valley was. It was really quite something. And then that game happened, and my issues occurred, and I never want to go back. So there we go.
You still did a fantastic job. That's a heavy carry by yourself. I know your wife was there to
Fantastic
give you moral
is a stretch.
support. And she did, but that's a tough thing to do.
Indeed. We're going to see if we can get Wes on the line.
Wes
He's
is
getting
down
ready
on the
for
field.
some interviews. Getting our cameraman lined out.
So the last time when we played Ganado, he caught Mr. Walker, the freshman, and did an interview. What do you think he may try to catch this evening?
I think
You know who he's looking for?
I know. So I'm having a hard time playing this game. I think he's going to try and get the king and queen.
Very nice.
Yes. So
Well,
I know he spoke to the old queen, and so I think he's just waiting for the king to emerge in some drier clothes. Well, I'm looking forward to that game at Winslow this next week. It ought to be a good game. Looks like a team, as I'm looking at their record, that plays highly off of emotion, a momentum team that if you let them stay in it and they get rolling, they might be a tough out.
Give you an opportunity there for they're going to play you. They're typically big.
Yeah.
I remember them being big last year. They have some big old linemen. They have some good athletes on both sides of the ball. And, yeah, boys need to prepare this week. I'm sure the coaches will put in the work necessary to get them ready to take over to face the Bulldogs.
Indeed. So I'm going to say, if I had to pick an adjustment of the game, brought to you by our good friend Winslow McNeil at White Mountain Chiropractic Care, I would say that adjustment would be when Riker noticing both times when he had Brody come across not being picked up by the defenders.
He saw that.
He saw that. He zeroed in. He made that adjustment, and those were some big plays for us tonight.
Nice in the mature process. As the quarterback matures, they start to see things that they may not have before just because they were focused on the cadence or the line or the shift and all that other stuff. Riker's picking that up and seeing that. It is good to see him make that progression, getting the throws out there. We've dropped a few tonight that would have been nice to have.
Indeed.
Nevertheless.
But I will say, the passing game looked a lot better tonight. As far as adjustments go, he's really starting to dial that in. The throws are hitting the receivers right where they need to be. And he was rushed on a few plays. It's not like he had a clean pocket all night. He did have a lot of time several times, but, even when he had some pressure coming, he was able, for the most part, to get the ball out and away, only sacked the one time tonight.
It looked like there was a kind of an adjustment. I don't know if it was a philosophy or just giving them an opportunity. They wanted to focus on throwing the ball.
Indeed, and they did it well.
They did it well. When I look at some of the highlights that I have noted down, and I didn't get them all, we had some big receptions, 52 yards, 35 yards. I know that Riker had an outstanding night, and I don't have all of his stats, but he threw the ball well tonight. Passed it around, got it to different receivers, gave him an opportunity to make a play on the ball.
Indeed. Excellent work tonight from the Elks. And, I kind of like the approach, in a game where you feel like you're going to do well, you're going to get out early. Started off running the ball, had the success they wanted. But, when you've got a sophomore who's starting to take over the running workload for you, you want to keep him fresh, It's a long season and,
And I think last week was a necessity. I think Harlan was out. I think Baker was out. And so it was a necessity, and he stood up, had a great, outstanding performance. He ran well again tonight. He just has a slashing running style that's just different. He cuts back. He makes that hard on defenders that are pursuing because they'll cut right into him, and then they kind of miss him and overrun him on that.
Indeed.
And I think that as we go forward, you're going to see him use more and more in the offense running, and that's going to be provide great strength to the passing aspect of the team.
All right, as we wait for Wes to corral his interviews he's looking for, I'm going to try and see if I can't find some scores tonight. Let's see what's going on tonight. Let's go back down to the 3A.
I looked out there earlier, and there wasn't much reported already.
All right. Looks like Friday, 10-7. That's all previews. Did they change all this again? Let's be honest. No?
They might have. The scores that I'm seeing,
Yeah, that's all from last week.
Safford rolling 59-0 over Palo Verde Magnet. Another one, Monument Valley 36-0 over Ganado. And Yuma 67-15 over the Arizona Lutheran Coyotes. I'm not sure about that one. I'd have to look at that a little bit more. I thought Arizona Lutheran was the team that came up from 2A. Were they last year's state champion?
Who was that? Sorry?
Arizona Lutheran.
Ooh,
They got brought up from 2A.
They might have been.
They might have been. I don't know what's happened there, but they started off strong in the season with some big wins over
right.
ALA, Gilbert Christian, Alhambra, and then they've dropped a few. Fountain Hills to Payson, now to Yuma.
So 50-0 the score. Thatcher over Benson tonight.
That's a surprise. Not that Thatcher's tough, but I know that Coach Clough, who left here and went down to Benson, he's put in some good work with that team down there, and I kind of thought that would be a little different.
Wow, Yuma 67-15 over Arizona Lutheran Academy. That's number 24 knocking off number 17. So it looks like Round Valley went into this game at a round number 10. So we'll see when the new rankings come out what we're dealing with. And yeah, that's all the scores I'm seeing. Oh, Kingman over Wickenburg. That's not finished yet. They're late in the third quarter. Kingman up 24-0. Well, that's what we got. So, let me come back here. Oh.
Well, let's see if we can get you.
There you go. Hello, Wes. Can you hear
Ethan,
us?
can you hear me?
We hear you just fine, Wes.
All right. Give us just a second here while we get set. All right. You still hear me, Ethan?
I hear you loud and clear.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, joined right now by your 2022 homecoming royalty. You had the crown on and it's gone. I thought it was going to make it over here. We might try to get that back on him. But ladies and gentlemen, Miss Muth, Mr. Clark, how you guys doing this evening? Great.
Just lovely.
Great and lovely. Does it get any better than that, ladies and gentlemen? I should have asked a better question. Congratulations on the win. You guys played really well. Fun game of football to watch tonight. What does it mean to both of you to be crowned the king and queen for this class?
It just means we're good students, good citizens. We show our love for the community, and yeah.
I think that, about being friendly with everybody, being a good citizen, all that good stuff.
What do you think is one of the most important qualities, or maybe your core quality, that you think is worth emulating, one that you are an example of?
Just going very important.
I think kindness. I think being nice to everybody is always a good thing.
I like it. So if you're here into tonight, let's say it was graduation, we're going to be here in 7-8 months, whatever it is right now. What would you say has been the most amazing memory? Like if you had to say this was it, this was senior year, this is what school meant to me, what would that be tonight?
It's a highlight for me.
Very cool. How about you, Ms. Smith?
Um,
Can I make a guess? I think I might have been there. Maybe.
Probably winning the state championship last year. I don't know. That was pretty cool.
It was fantastic, and tonight was as well. It was fun to get to see lots of different people on the field tonight. So super, super fun. Looking forward to the rest of your senior year, is there anything that you're looking forward to besides graduation and being done? What are you looking forward to the most finishing up your senior year?
Just spending time with the boys and the football team. You got to love every minute. Probably won't get it back.
Absolutely. And it's good that you have that perspective now, because it is hard that last time that you may or may not be taking the pads off. It is a rough night. I remember that evening. So how about for you?
Probably just being with my friends and family and just everyone in sports.
I don't know. Softball season's coming up. I don't know what's going on. So to wrap things up, what's your advice for the rest of your class? Whether it be this class or future Elks seniors in the years to come, what advice would you give to Elks?
Just doing what you're doing. Show your love. Show that you love the communities and the coaches, teachers, everybody that supports us, because they need love too.
Show kindness to everyone and, like, always get involved in anything you can. Just good things.
Make the most of it. I like it. You bring up the coaches, which they do need all the love they can get sometimes, because all too often we're ready to jump on the negatives, right? I wouldn't have run that play. I wouldn't have stole second base then, whatever it might be. But what is it to you? So who is the coach that you would say would be a mentor? Who's that person? And what is it that they've taught you as a coach?
I think Coach Brad Baca would be my mentor. He's a coach, but more importantly than football or anything, he wants us to be good young men. And I think that's what makes who he is.
That's fantastic, and that is absolutely worth emulating. So Coach Baca getting some love. Ms. Muth, how about you?
I think Coach Darren Emerald, he's taught me so much, and he's just good. He's a good coach.
So emulating a lot of the same things that you were just talking about that you're trying to be as the homecoming queen this year. So ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here from these two amazing individuals. Charity, being part of your community, and living every moment to the fullest, because it's your senior year, right? And so congratulations to both of you. We'll see you tomorrow night at the dance. Ladies and gentlemen, Man Clark here, Miss Smoot, your homecoming king and queen for 2022. Back up to you guys.
Thanks, Wes. Appreciate that.
Fantastic. We got to give a shout out to the coaches that spend so much time with the youth, not only in football, but all the sports that we have going here in high school and junior high. The time and effort they put in helping the kids grow, develop, to get better. It's a tough thing to do. They do a fantastic job.
Yes, and all the time and effort that requires. We thank them so much for all that they do. I'm not just saying that because I help coach a few things, but I wish I had time to do more, because it's a blast. It really is. But it's just, man, it's tough.
It's tough.
It's tough to find the time when you're still trying to, keep everything else.
While Wes makes his way back up to the box, let's go over a few other things. Volleyball. So as we wind down here, the next 2 weeks basically for volleyball and soccer, both boys and girls, we're gonna finish the last few games of the season here. So volleyball has actually been on a little run here. They've won 4 in a row. They're going to face Gray Hills coming up on the 13th in the Dome. Then they go to Pinon on the 15th. Then they got to travel to St. John's on the 19th. They'll play Mini Farms, it looks like, once here in the Dome. Then they'll travel up to Mini Farms. And then they'll round out their season on the 26th against the Sholo Cougars. There will be a tournament after that will actually determine how they get placed to go to state if they do. But Coach Stoffel, they struggled. It seemed like coming out of the gate, she brought in a new system, an offensive system on volleyball. But the girls are stuck together. They work hard. They do well. Volleyball, if that is something that you pursue, go out and support the girls. Boys soccer, well, let's see if I got boys or girls. First one is girls soccer coming up. They have Holbrook on the 13th in the Dome. Come and support them. On the 15th, they have Camp Verde in the Dome. And then the 18th, Sholo Cougars in the Dome. 3 home games for the for the soccer girls team finishing out the season. Come out and support them if you have an opportunity. Reese Hadlock for the boys soccer team. They go to Holbrook on the 12th. They go to St. Michael's on the 18th. And then their last game of the season, they play the Snowflake Lobos in the Dome on the 20th.
How's the soccer team doing this year?
Both programs are kind of struggling when you look at the record. Both coaches, Hadlock and Hamblin, they've acknowledged they have younger crews. They have younger teams, and that it's kind of a building process. But they're looking good as they look forward. You know, this is quality time for the kids. It plays a freshman and a sophomore, and you're going out against junior and senior competitors. It only makes you better. It's tough right now, but when they get on the field as juniors and seniors, it makes them better.
Well, that was absolutely what I was thinking. When Brenton went in, I thought of Riker as a freshman and getting to see him and how much he's grown. And a little bit smarter maybe. As a freshman, he would just put his head down. He's like, you can't hurt me. Yeah. And he plays a little bit different football now. So
a little bit earlier, Ethan was talking about what he picked up on. There was a couple times that Ziegler came across formation and Window Rock did not send a defender with him. And so Riker picked up on that, made a couple passes to him. We got some big gains. And that's kind of the maturation process of Riker watching him. So kind of tying back into that point of growing and developing.
Thinking of homecoming on my way back up, I was thinking of mine, Ethan. Who did you play homecoming senior year? Do you remember?
I have not thought about that, and
we'll say about 20. No, you're not as old as me.
We're getting close to 20. A solid 15. Who was? I think it might have been the. I'm sorry. I see the team.
I sprung it on you. What colors? Do we have colors?
They're blue and white.
The Lobos?
No, it was.
That would be a tough homecoming right there.
It was a reservation team.
The Fighting Scouts of Window Rock? Possibly?
Not the Window Rock.
Just a little blue and white on the field tonight?
The Rough Riders. I think they might be red and blue.
Okay.
Is that Pinion?
I don't know. St. John's is playing them tonight, so I guess we could jump and take a look at that really quick.
So,
we played Sholo, lost on the end zone, last play of the game. I just remember the time running out and just being deflated by that. And so, not the best of memories, and I'm the one that brought it up, but had to start thinking about my own homecoming as I was asking those two kind of about what was your senior year, and really impressed with some of their answers, some really good mature answers that I wasn't expecting from both of them. And so it made me start reflecting, right?
I wasn't expecting those. I totally respect the answers.
I don't respect them at all.
But I wasn't expecting very mature type of answers.
Charity, service,
I didn't see the
right?
parents around saying, hey, say this. So, what does that say?
Yep.
They're doing it. They're saying it themselves.
Well, and some love to the parents for that, right?
Yeah,
They're doing something right.
Absolutely.
So neat. And neat love to their coaches. That was one I didn't even have written down, but hearing them talk about, wrapping things up and what coaches mean to them. And so it was cool to see them get to give some love to their coaches.
Indeed. I think my favorite homecoming memory wasn't our homecoming. It was the homecoming we played. It was my sophomore year, and we went down. Actually, it was my freshman year. We went and we played a game Thursday, and then as we're piling on the bus, the coach was like, hey, we got offered to play in reserves homecoming tomorrow. They had a team council, and they want someone to come and play. Wow. Will you guys do it? And we're like, sure.
Let's go.
So got to get on the bus the next day, and we got on the bus, and as we're getting on, Coach handed us a sheet of paper and said, by the way, we're playing six-man football, so we got to learn it on the way over.
Could you imagine building a playbook on the drive over to play some six-man ball, right?
We had 5 plays.
It's all it takes. That's all it takes.
Hey, we just kept running them.
Just roll the dice, right? All right, run 3. Let's do that one again. See what happens.
That was the year we still had Matt before he moved on to another school, and he was only like 6'4" as a freshman. So pretty much he just ran down the field and we threw it up and he caught it. So, and it worked. It was pretty effective. So, but it was a blast because, I mean, we got tons of penalty. We had no idea what we were doing, but it was a good time. I'll remember that for a long time.
Interesting.
We played an 8-man game. I remember it was in the Dome. I can't remember the team.
We usually had Mogi on. We'd play 8-man ball once a year, but that was an experience to play 6-man because everybody's eligible.
How skinny is the field at that point? It's got to be much skinnier than what we're playing on tonight.
Yeah, I would say it's probably 30 yards wide.
Okay. So chop 11 and a little bit off of each side and have at it.
Yeah.
All right. Highlight of the game for you guys, and if you guys already have, then tell me to skip. Play that Uno skip card, and we'll keep going. So.
I don't know if we've gone over a highlight, but for me, yeah, there's lots of good ones. I like both passes to Ziegler. We already talked about that. Some good hard runs. I really liked when we got Clark the ball with that nice head of steam off the left-hand side. And I just remember thinking, man, he's scary when he gets a head of steam.
Up, yeah.
Because he's still shifty, but he will lower that shoulder and make that hit, keep that run going.
Scott, anything stand out to you? Any favorite play this evening?
Well, of the notes that I wrote down, and I only took a few.
All right.
52-yard reception from Elmer. I think he got stopped just short of the goal line down here.
Oh, that's right. Early in the game.
Early in the game. That was nice to see him out there. We get the pass game rolling for Marble, and contributions coming in both running and throwing the football early.
I think for me, it was the pick six that wasn't. And I may or may not have hit the lights and screamed and yelled. I really thought I saw the judge at the line give the hands in the air, and I was like, oh, it's a touchdown. I did not see the flag at all. So that's 6 points for me, but it was neat to see Riker pick that off and be able to make it back. So, and then we brought it back and had to do something else with it. So is what it is. But so on to Winslow next week. Did you guys talk about the game that's slightly different next week? Guys, we're bringing the action Thursday instead of Friday. And so make sure that's on your calendar and you are aware that it is Thursday evening, not Friday evening.
Okay, so there's also this play from Riker. I'm going to go ahead and
cue it up.
Oh, man, I just lost it.
And it's gone.
No, it's right here. I just went back a little too far. So once it gets caught up, we'll get to that. But.
So while Ethan's looking for that again, Thursday, and we'll make a post probably on Monday to remind you that it will be Thursday on the road, our last home game of the year. We play after that. We play Page and Blue Ridge at home, I believe, to end out our season. So senior night, the very end of October, we'll be right here in the Dome. I want to say it's the 28th. I think that's how math works. So October 28th. Right here, we will be playing the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets at home. Missed playing them last season, if I'm not mistaken. It was going to be an away game that got canceled. I think it was one of our last COVID things that occurred to us last year. Go ahead.
And the year before, they kind of gave us a stump. We went over there, and they kind of thumped us, beat us, going into the
late
playoffs.
into the season, yeah.
And so there's an opportunity for Round Valley to get them in the Dome and see.
Does memory serve that long? Are some of they'd have to have been sophomores to remember. And it was a cold game. There was snow. Do you guys remember the snow that was on the sideline? It was a little
wet.
Chilly in those stands.
It was wet and cold.
Ethan, you got it.
I got it. All right.
Give us a
play. So this is the first touchdown of the game.
So not quite instant replay, but it is a replay.
How can we forget that slick run?
Yeah.
Right off the left side. I enjoyed that one. All right, so.
Have we talked adjustments? Did I miss the adjustment of the game?
So, yeah, I thought that just Riker's adjustment in the passing game, making the better throws, they were on target. He didn't always have a clean pocket, so I think, it's not just that it was an easier game or had a favorable defense. I think he just finally got those throws right where they needed to be. They had a few drops, sure, but the passes were right on.
Well, and Scott, to your point, you said that he saw Brody open up when it was. So he was dynamically adjusting on the fly. And so the Winslow-McNeil love for the adjustment of the game goes to Riker Marble, his brain and his feet and his hands, I guess. So Riker Marble, number 3, with your adjustment of the game on the hold there. We're about cleaned out. The crowd's about done. They're about done. I thought they'd be here a little bit longer, but they're not.
I think the kids have headed to the lodge. Families are picking up and going.
Window Rock, they've got a little bit of a drive ahead of them back to Fort Defiance. And so to anybody on the stream, you're probably home in your pajamas at this point, so good for you. You enjoy that ice cream or whatever you've been consuming this evening. But if you're on the road, if you're listening to us on the road headed home, be safe. Make sure that you have a good one and a great weekend. To all the kids, have a wonderful day tomorrow for homecoming. We got the dance tomorrow in the gym, changing up the venue a little bit. It's
really?
in the old gym. So I like the other one. They do the foyer at the auditorium a lot for homecoming, which is also fun. But we're going to be in the old gym tomorrow night. So we'll see you if you're going to the dance. We'll see you there tomorrow evening. I will be playing the music, as it were. So, guys, that's about all that I've got. I just wanted to make sure we bring up the schedule because next week is goofy. So we're going to be, once again, Winslow away, our last away travel till the playoffs. And obviously we too early to tell or to speculate, where we're going to be, what's going to be happening for the playoffs. And so stick with us as we get closer to that. But any final words, gentlemen?
No, I think we've covered pretty much what I wanted to talk about. Team's looking really good. I really hope we win out these last 3 games and try and secure that first round home game. Would be fantastic.
I'd like a weekend not on the road. I'll take that. First week in November, I'll take that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed the Lackey Reynolds post-game show here on Let's Go Elks. A huge thanks to Lackey Reynolds, to Winslow McNeil for the adjustment of the game, and to all of our other sponsors that help us bring the action to you. We do it a little bit better. We try to do it a little bit better each and every game, and it's because of you that we're able to do that. And so, from the Dome, for the Elks, for Let's Go Elks, I'm Wesley McBride.
I'm Ethan Holiday. Sorry.
Scott Madrid.
You guys be safe. Have a great weekend. Lowy I can't enter. We had Gareth on a camera this evening. We had Lowy Hunt on a camera. So a huge thanks to our camera crew tonight helping us get it done that way. There's Gareth right there. Lowy, she's gone. She's at the lodge.
Good.
She
partied.
peaced out.
Took off.
So you guys be safe. Have a great weekend. Make good choices.